In the criminal justice system, bad choices like murder are really bad. In Bishop Lynch, the dedicated detectives who investigate these poopy felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Sticky Stickney Squad. These are their stories. Dun dun.
BL's favorite science teacher, Mr. Norris, makes his way to the track for a quick run after school. During this particular afternoon, a strange blonde woman approaches Cody from behind and attacks him. As he struggles, the blonde uses all her might to drag into the camera's blind spot. But she did not know that her nail has dropped. Dun, dun, dun. She proceeds to drag the person all the way down, and proceeds to brutally stab him 47 times. You deserve. Oh. Cody Norris was then dead at the scene.
Sí, señor, yo soy de rancho. Soy de montaña, caballo. The blonde woman rips off her wig, revealing, I love ya. I know when now all I
Want a break from the ads? If you tap now to watch it.
She was Barbosa.
A few weeks back, Ms. Barbosa tripped in the hall. Norris laughed hysterically. She wanted revenge. She held in that rage and finally exploded on Wednesday afternoon. After Barbosa escapes the crime scene, she runs into Emily on her way to lacrosse practice. Emily did not see her face, but she remembers the stubby woman was blonde.
Can you please describe your Wednesday afternoon to us?
I was going to lacrosse practice. That was kind of it. But wait, actually, when I was walking there, some crazy lady ran and she bumped into me and I fell so hard and it hurt really bad.
Well, do you remember anything about this woman?
She was pretty short.
Like how short could you describe to us, please?
About this short.
Mhm.
And I mean, she had really, really blonde hair. I think she bleached it so many times. It's kind of dead looking.
Well, do you have anything else on this lady?
When after she bumped into me, she ran like straight to the bathrooms.
Mhm.
It kind of looked like she had to poop. So yeah, she probably had to go really bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
A few moments later, Mr. Belletti exits the band hall to find the heinous murder scene with Mr. Norris laying dead. After calling the police and speaking to detectives, Belletti can only remember a short blonde hanging around the hall. Please describe your Wednesday afternoon to us. Did you notice anything unusual?
Well, nothing really out of the ordinary, except while I was walking out the band hall doors, there was a puddle of blood like this big. Huge puddle, yeah, as you can see, huge puddle. And then I just see a body, and I went to look, and it's Norris, bald. He was dead. But other than that, I don't think I saw anyone.
Did you happen to see anyone suspicious?
I'm gonna be honest, I did see a short blonde woman. She was running with speed, man. Like, she was gone.
In efforts to deduce their suspect pool, the detectives had to use the only blonde still at school. Although Senora Lopez matched the suspect description perfectly, she provided detectives with a solid alibi. Her monthly SNHS board meeting from 4 to 4:30.
Hey, Blondie, where were you Wednesday after school from 4 to 4:30?
SNHS meeting.
What time was your meeting at?
From 4 to 4:30. Why are you asking me so many questions?
We'll be the ones asking the questions here.
No entiendo, lo necesito en español.
Do you have anyone who can verify your whereabouts?
My board members can confirm, and I need to go now. I need to go grade some tests. They're due in an hour and I haven't started!
The detectives decided to thoroughly search around the school and particularly the bathrooms. In the gym restroom, investigators found a blonde wig with a pair of bloody shoes in the trash. Detectives unfortunately lost their main lead but found brown strands of the hair still in the wig. As they collect evidence, they proceed to check the camera, but something was wrong with the lighting, so the color was off. All they could get from the video was a woman with short hair.
They head into the gym to speak with Coach Jennison, but no one answers. She does not return for a few hours, and when she does, she's very suspicious. She claims to was on the field, but detectives catch her in a lie. Finally, she gives up her alibi.
So where were you?
On Wednesday after school between 4 and 4:30.
On the field?
We had detectives check with sources, and they're saying you weren't on the field, so where were you?
In my office.
We were here earlier looking for you. You weren't here. I'm going to ask you one more time. Where were you?
At a
Yo.
Dallas Frog Dissection Convention.
What? Do you have proof or something?
Detectives are left with nothing and no one until they hear the sounds of her heels. Barbosa innocently approaches investigators and asks about their leads. Detective Gonzalez has an immediate suspicion of this woman who fits their suspect description. They ask to speak privately with her in her office.
Oh, what's going on here, guys? Any leads on the evidence?
I don't know, maybe. Where were you? Wednesday afternoon from 4 to 4:30.
Excuse me, are you interrogating me?
We have our suspicions.
Is that really necessary?
Very.
I was a detective, guys. I know what this is. If you must know, I was in my office working.
Well, if you don't have a problem, how about we go talk in your office?
Is that really necessary? Talking perfectly out here. Might as well get on with the questions. I have experience, you know?
Yeah. Okay, Miss Detective.
I was a detective. Pretty
Not anymore.
Get on with the questions.
Now let's go to your office. We're not asking.
Yeah, we're not asking.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, detective.
Okay.
On the way to her office, Barbosa sprints, keeping a gap between her and the detectives. When they arrive, she hurries to move her black duffel bag from sight. Suspicious.
Why are we here today?
Well, Barbosa, what happened to your finger?
What are you talking about?
There, there's a band-aid.
This?
About.
It's nothing. It's gym, you know? Cut. You know, those weights are pretty heavy.
You cut yourself with the weight.
So, can you explain what you hid when we walked in?
Nothing. It's not too bad.
Do you mind if we take a peek inside?
No. You need a warrant and stink it.
Okay, well then can you explain why your nails match the ones that we found at the crime scene?
What? Whoever killed them had style.
Him?
Huh?
After Barbosa claims the injury was nothing and her nails weren't a match, detectives make the realization that she was the killer, but because of her size, Barbosa manages to run. However, Barbosa does not make it far before detectives tackle her to the floor and arrest her.
Murder! Norris, how did you do it?
He laughed at me for almost falling on the face.
You're under arrest!